In the heart of ancient Africa, where the Niger River whispered secrets to the mountains, there lay a mighty kingdom called Igala. A kingdom of gold, warriors, and prophecy. But its future would be shaped not by swords or spears, but by two brothers, twins, born under a cursed eclipse. This is their story. The kingdom of Igala was at its peak, its markets bustling with spices, ivory, and gold, and its warriors feared from the deserts to the rainforests. Hello, welcome to African Folktale by Patra. Please like, comment, and subscribe. King Ofwoma the Great, a wise and formidable ruler, had ruled for over 2 decades without an heir. The priest said the land needed balance. The sun and the moon, the hunter and the hunted, the fire and the rain. And so, when Queen Edu gave birth during a rare solar eclipse, 2 sons were born. At the very moment the sky darkened and the sun vanished behind the moon. The palace was silent. Even the birds paused. The first child, Idoko, emerged calm and quiet, his skin glowing like the early dawn. The second, Ayegba, cried fiercely, fists clenched as thunder rolled outside. The high priestess screamed, "These are not ordinary children. They are the twins of fate. One shall bring glory, the other, ruin." The royal advisors begged the king to separate them. But Ofwoma loved them both. He declared, "My sons will grow as one. They will learn the same lessons, eat from the same pot, sleep under the same stars." But even destiny can't be undone by love. As the years passed, the differences between the boys became stark. Idoko was thoughtful, gentle, a lover of books, music, and the spirits of the land. Ayegba was bold, impulsive, and craved the thrill of combat and conquest. He trained endlessly with the royal guards, mastering the spear and the bow. Though they were twins, the palace whispered of opposites, the moon and the sun. One night, during a royal feast, a servant dropped wine on Ayegba's robe. The young prince rose in fury, drawing his blade. Before it could strike, Idoko stepped between them. "A king rules with his mind, not with his anger," Idoko said. Ayegba lowered the blade but never forgot the humiliation. When the princess turned 18, the royal priest returned to the palace with a vision. In a trance, the high priestess uttered, "Igala shall fall if the twins do not rule as one. But should they war, the blood of brothers will water the grave of the kingdom." Hit the subscribe button for more interesting stories. The council was shaken. But the king, now old and sick, believed peace could prevail. He devised a test of unity. He summoned both princes and said, "Go north, across the river, and bring back the fire mask of the ancestral kings. Do this together. Only then shall I name my successor." So the twins set off, across crocodile-infested waters, through haunted forests, and into the mountains of Koto, where the sacred fire mask lay guarded by spirits of flame. The journey tested them. Idoko calmed a raging forest spirit with a song taught by their mother. Ayegba slew a wild leopard that blocked their path. But in the final cave, where the fire mask hovered in midair, protected by flames that could not be touched by greed, Ayegba reached too fast. The flames struck him and he fell unconscious. Idoko, heart pounding, stepped forward with humility and prayer. The flames parted. He took the mask and tended to Ayegba's burns. But when Ayegba awoke and saw Idoko holding the mask, he was consumed with jealousy. "You want the throne for yourself?" "No, brother. I want us to save the kingdom." But Ayegba was already walking away. The brothers returned. Idoko presented the fire mask. The court was awed. But Ayegba, bitter and vengeful, accused him of sorcery. He used magic to deceive the spirits. He has always been weak, hiding behind poems and prayers. The council was split. Some favored Ayegba for his strength, others Idoko for his wisdom. On his deathbed, King Ofwoma cried, "You were born together, you must rule together." But those words faded with his last breath. That night, Ayegba led a silent coup. He took half the royal guard, seized the eastern gates, and declared himself King Ayegba of New Igala. Idoko fled with his loyalists to the western valley, founding Idoko's haven, a land of peace, trade, and spiritual growth. The kingdom was split. And with it, so was its soul. For 10 years the 2 kingdoms survived, barely. Ayegba's land was strong but harsh, its people restless under his iron rule. Idoko's haven was rich in wisdom, but weak in defense. When drought struck, Ayegba believed Idoko had cursed the land. War was declared. The Battle of River Oak was a massacre. Thousands died on both sides. Brother met brother, cousin against cousin. The river turned red. At the height of the battle, Ayegba and Idoko finally met, face to face. "Why, Ayegba? We could have ruled together." Because there can only be one sun in the sky. They fought. Both mortally wounded, they collapsed at the riverbank, staring at the moon. Agbo whispered, "Maybe." The priestess was right. Idoko, dying, replied, "We were always one soul in two bodies." They died, as the eclipse returned to the sky. The kingdoms of Igala were ruined. Ash and silence blanketed the land. But from the ashes rose a new voice, their younger sister, Princess Omali, who had long lived in the shadows. She united the people once more. She buried her brothers side by side at the sacred hill and inscribed, "Let not the fire of pride burn the house of blood." From her reign came peace, and the kingdom of Igala was reborn. In every family, in every nation there is a choice, to fight for the throne or to fight for each other. The twin princes chose differently, and history remembers both. What would you have done? And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button.